Welcome to the Thursday edition of Spotting Tampa International. What a crazy week it is. Our bid started in Miami. You had to come home early because we were being evacuated. Had to get the house all squared away. Departed the house, went to Miami, filmed at MCO while we took cover, and now we're back at good old Tampa International. The perfect airport is opened again. 10 a.m. here on Thursday. It says we got rain off and on for the next 3 hours. Just what we need is more water. Not. Well, thanks for being here. Glad to be home safe and sound. Thank you for all the well wishes. Hope you're doing as well. Hope you're doing well as well. And let's get right into the aviation action. Thanks for being here. Avilo, our first contestant after the storm. Uh-oh. That's Rio, the Jagger 1D. And he's got his eye on Parrish and Daisy. Look at them looking. They're like, uh-oh. We need to get going. We don't want to be lunch for that Jaguar. I don't blame them. I'd be nervous too. Well, as I imagined, my Uniden Bearcat scanner, which broke last week, was not delivered Tuesday or Wednesday, and now it says if it's not delivered by tomorrow, they'll refund my money. So I went ahead and ordered another one today for the hell of it that I was able to get same day delivery on. I don't know why I didn't find that one. I think it's a little more expensive model I bought. That will be here 2 days supposedly. So fingers crossed that's gonna work. Hey, looks like United Airbus is gonna be our first contestant over on 19er right. Yep, Southern Operations. Oh, look who's sneaking out now. I was surprised Southwest wasn't the first thing we saw. It's a little after 9. Things are rolling again here. I'm in the short-term garage upper level, and the garage up here is pretty much empty. I'm sure it's going to be a crazy couple of days getting everything back to normal after closing the airport and getting rid of all the airplanes. 407, 28, almost 30-year-old cha-cha-cha A320 to the Windy City, that is Chicago O'Hare. A special shout out to everybody who works at the airport. Can only imagine what the last 72 hours, actually I know they planned long before that, last week has been for these guys. And by guys I mean everybody. Peoples. Getting home yesterday, boy. We got to the Howard Franklin Bridge, the big bridge right there, and it was closed. We couldn't get across. And we weren't about to swim, so there's another bridge we were able to detour to, and it was only open one direction, so we were able to get across. But I mean, 3/4 of the bridge was flooded. I mean, it was like one lane going across. Saw restaurants over there off of the Gulf to Bay. Their outside eating areas were under like 4 feet of water. Oh, it was awful. Feel for those guys. Southwest 378, 737, 700. Their smallest aircraft. On time for BUF, Buffalo, New York. 23-year-old 737-700. It was raining as we pulled up. The boss down in the main terminal. That TPA started bringing airplanes back in place yesterday evening. Let the reset begin, huh? Sorry, no ATC, but we should be okay on the ATC tomorrow. Of any kind of wind, which just seems kind of ironic after the craziness we've had the last 3 days or so. Hurricane is long gone, leaves a destruction in its wake, but some beautiful weather. On our way back from Miami to Clearwater, saw hundreds and hundreds of tree trimming trucks and lineman trucks being staged, all going up, headed north. A lot of them, I guess, went to Raymond James Stadium, where they were staging hundreds of trucks, power trucks. Check that, not Raymond James Stadium, but they were taking them to the baseball field stadium. Tropicana Field, that's it. It's super thanks, super shout out time here at TPA. Super shout out, super thanks to Anthony Paul, Dave George, Stephen Oglesby, Ann Harris, and Frank Sapella. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Frank. If you'd like to support the channel like these fine folks did, please check out the super thanks icon. It truly, truly helps the channel. If you haven't done so already, hopefully you'll take a moment, smash that subscribe button, like, share, and hit the notification bells we upload daily. Oh yeah, you don't want to miss a single episode of Spotting at some airport near the city near you with all this craziness. What a wild week. Had planned to be in Miami, ended up in Miami, Orlando, and back at TPA. A little something for everybody. And again, hope everybody is managing and came out of this unscathed. Nothing more than an inconvenience. For those who have a lot of property damage, which there is, well wishes to you. 5:04. Hey, it's the Motley Crue special. Headed home, sweet home, to DFW. It's one world. What names do you like best on the legacy carriers? The One World, the Sky Team, or the, oh God, what's the other? Now I'm going blank. The United one. All right, dummy. That's negative points for me. 1419 from JFK. Our first arrival. I'd won that niner right. 2 hours and 22 minutes. I wonder if they're able to fly the regular route down here now. Not have to swing west to get around the storm. I believe it's far enough out into the Atlantic or on the eastern seaboard? Seacoast? Seaboard? Oh, I'm trying to get a picture of the crows. Oh my gosh. Crows here are all wet, and they look like they've been in a jet engine. Their feathers are all messed up. I don't think they're happy with the weather the last couple of days. Look like they had a bad hair day. Yep, and the Howard Franklin Bridge is now open both directions. As you can see, all those cranes are still stuck in one spot. They gotta put them all back. Foxy Moxie. Breeze 206 to CAC. C-A-K, Akron. Oh. Oh, I hear a Neo starting. I bet that's one of the Frontiers. For a moment there, I thought they were going in the Wall of Shame, which would have been unusual for Breeze Airlines. Oh, we're getting a little breeze now, thank goodness. And it sounds funny with no ATC in the background. Oh, we got lots of movement. Things are getting jiggy with it again. Hey, there's the Jaguar. There's our 1419 from New York. And our burrowing novels. Parrish and Daisy, oh, they're like, thank goodness that Jaguar is leaving. They were thinking breakfast sandwich all along, that's for sure. 737, could this be our first WOS? Was there any doubt? Can I call him or can I call him? I'll try this at home. I am a trained professional. Into the Wall of Shame. ULP, ultra low performance takeoff settings. Low and slow barbecue special. Embarrassment at its finest. Ha 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 ha. We laugh. Well, the sun's disappeared right now. Clouds are moving in. I can see some rain showers across the bay over at our hacienda. Southwest, not showing up on Flight Radar 24. And there they go to destinations unknown. It's top secret. Hey, yesterday, hopefully you've seen that video. I was filming in tropical storm conditions at the Mouse's house, MCO. There are times I couldn't even see the runway. Somebody was trying to get me to leave, but I finagled my way in and stayed a little while. Home sweet home. Yep, the Motley Crue special. We saw taxi in One World. Still haven't thought of the name for the United liveries. Their code share agreement. Can't believe I'm not being able to remember that. I see it all the time at SFO. I'm having a brain fart here. Oh. Yeah, AA's been, they've been hankering, they've been tinkering with hitting that Wall of Shame. Adios, amigos. Say hello to everybody in Dallas for us. Starting to drizzle. I had to grab an umbrella. if I recall correctly, Delta has 3 flights about this time every day. The JFK, the New York LaGuardia, and the Boston. Ooh, we're getting a little spray action. We might get some good stuff if it rains a little harder. And no construction today. It's quiet as a mouse down there. It's muddy as a house down there too. Oh yeah! It's rocket ship time in the cafeteria at TPA. 1228 757 service to ATL. The world's busiest airport on International Airport. Oh yeah, baby, scream. Scream for me. Oh yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Ooh, a little condo action on the wings, maybe? Tower to 1228, contact departure. Going just as quickly. Got an A321 heading to Charlotte. Hats off, and I am wearing my hat, by the way. Hats off to the people who work in the call centers of these airlines. Oh, can you imagine what they've been through the last couple of days? Talk about nightmare on Elm Street. 20 billion phone calls all trying to come through at one time. My plane's been canceled. I need to be there now. ATC on, I'm kind of like blind. I don't know what's going on, and I missed this landing of this 757 rocket ship. Too busy watching an Airbus from AA. Ooh. Never disgrace 757. 2432, our Jaguarundi is headed to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. Hopkins International. Yep, it still works. Yep, still works. We've honked it about 19 times now. Ooh, I'm nasty. Star Alliance! I don't know why I'm looking at a 757. And I thought of the United Code Share Alliance, Star Alliance. The Sky Team in one world. Our beautiful 757 coming on in. Oh yeah, give us a little spray job there. And speaking of Star Alliance, to 7.3, so I'm saying wall of shame. What do you bet? Vegas odds are 5-1. And I win again. Yeah, so if you're, not many people know about this bet, but when you're in Vegas, tell them you want the special, the Captain Stevens special, they'll know it's the wall of shame. Yeah, they call me for results daily. Yeah, there's even some professionals out there who play nothing but the wall of shame. I recognize this flight. This is 6:15 from Miami, MIA, where we just were a couple of days ago. Yeah, I finally learned how to get some video from runways 8, which was not easy, but I figured out how to do it. 37 minutes from the Atlantic to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, not much spray. That little pop-up storm popped up and was gone again in like 4 minutes. We'll change locations here pretty soon. See what we can find, maybe over long term. Look at these engines closely. You'll see something yellow dripping from the engines. Oh yeah, it's Cheese Whiz. 1806, headed right back to Philly. I'll be there in time for lunch for a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. The Elton John special. Indicator that it's time to leave this area. And that's the alarm that says your 1 hour is about to end. If you don't get the hell into the mobile command office, you're gonna pay for parking over here, bucko. Oh, look at this perfect timing. Not the JetBlue, the G4 landing, one left. Just looking over signature air as I pulled up, there's very, very few aircraft, very few executive aircraft here, as you can imagine. Why is my mouth so dry today? Everything's sticking, my lips are stuck together to the roof of my mouth. Oh, this is the Hard Rock. Oh yeah. Ka-ching. This is a high roller, kids. Oh, this is, they're bringing in the bettors for the wall of shame. That's what they're doing here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't be playing a dollar slot machine and get a ride in this beast. Oh, yeah. Come to daddy. How nice is that? Perfect timing. They went all the way down to the economy garage. Look at this. United. Hey, they mostly made it over everything. Not bad, not bad. For 7.3, we'll take it. Now look at my Amazon tracking. I've got 2 scanners now that both say shipped. See if something actually gets there today. Hey, another flight to Ord. Why am I thinking of? Nah, that was United 407. This is Southwest. I think it's the only one that they have a day. $27.91, I think it is. To Chicago O'Hare, the Windy City. We are in prime hurricane season here at Tampa International, all of Florida. A lot of the Gulf of Mexico temps are over 100 degrees water temps. That's unheard of. That's nuts. Oh, that's the boss. Gotta cut you short. Hey, it's our flamingo buddy. I'm absolutely lost without my flight radar or without my Bearcat scanner. By the way, that scanner that I've had, the Bearcat, the Uniden Bearcat 30, is like 94 bucks. So I've had it 3 years, and you figure I use it 3 hours a day, some days 6, 7, 8 hours. Over 3 years, that thing has flown over 500,000 miles. So you can imagine the bumps, the bruises, airports, rent-a-cars. God only knows how many times I've dropped it. It's been in freezing relative weather. Oh, you know, and you can tell how much it's been in the rain and everything else. That thing held up unbelievably well, all considered. If I have to buy a new one every 3 years, I'll be a happy camper using it like that. Our flamingo buddy. They used to have legs like that pre-COVID. Oops, can't say COVID. Pre-pandemic. Oops.